exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
For the right to head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56, it's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, here's Rodgers. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
Open man has got one. It's complete.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Second and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This will be caught. just inside the 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a third down. Very little time left on the play clock. Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to fourth down.
And from the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Rolling to his... And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Demetrius Harris there to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks 7, Panthers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
The tackle
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Barkley. And he stopped immediately there.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
They'll take over.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Panthers 0.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now Rodgers. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First
23 yards, the final tally. With Sanders. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Miles Sanders, the ball.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Second down and goal. Rodgers forced out to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
You're worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He completes it to the tight end Knox. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
46-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Garoppolo on 1st down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark, 26 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just 1 score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
The extra point up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7.
For Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
65.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 on the Seahawks 3-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Garoppolo again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo, and he's got room.
Oh, my goodness.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Saquon Barkley, 64 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point safely through. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
On the carry. The tackle by D. Ford. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
They'll take over.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. They'll find Everett there, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does. And the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Number 26.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's got a 1st down and then some in midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line.
Good.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. This is Barkley. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action. Now Garoppolo. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
At the 19-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Let's go.
Randy Bullock.
So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On first down, Barkley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Barkley, the ball.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Touchdown, Carolina! Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
Lining up for the
They were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here, the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 27.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw, Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Barkley. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields this way up at the 17. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have time here, partner, for just one final heat.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. The Panthers are NFC champs. As we sign off here, thanks for watching and good night. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.